We got him.
So I have a problem. I've been hunting for the smallest herd of elk in the biggest block of units in the state of Arizona. There are fewer than 50 elk, and that's spread across 4.6 million acres, 7,192 square miles. I've seen them on cameras. I've found their tracks in the snow, and I followed those tracks, found fresh droppings that were still warm, but I've never once seen one of these elk. This trip though, Brendan and I are finally gonna harvest an elk, but that leaves us with our problem today. One of the viewers reached out to me and let me know he had some information on some elk that they could help me get. And you know me guys, free information on elk hunting from a random stranger on the internet. Of course, I'll drive across the entire state to meet up with that person, see what we can figure out. But here's the catch. It's not the Kaibab elk herd. We've got plenty of adventures lined up, but I know a lot of you have been following along on this hunt. And so I feel a little bit like I'm letting you down by doing this. Still, I can't take any more salad, guys. And an elk is an elk. All right, guys, we've been driving for just shy of 6 hours. Gonna set up beds in the back of the truck. No tent tonight, it's late. I'm ready to crash, so catch you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. Slept in the bed of the truck last night. It's a little dark so you can't see, but moon's so bright, shining in our eyes as we slept. Sun's starting to peak, light is starting to come over the horizon, so it's time to get up, get to a glassing spot, have a little breakfast. Where we at? He doesn't know because he slept the whole time. We're where?
Elk hunting.
Let's go find some elk. What kind of shoes are those?
Those boots over there are the heaviest. We're not going back to get my shoes. Do elk have white butts?
Yes.
Because I think I found one then.
How many?
One.
I think that one was a false alarm.
See that line of trees over there?
Mm-hmm.
And then up above it, it's a fatter line of trees.
Yeah.
Just before you go into it, there is a false alarm. It's a white butt if I've ever seen one.
Could it be a cow?
Does a cow have a white butt?
I don't know. Depends on the kind of cow. There's been a pack of coyotes since before we fell asleep, just yapping a few hundred yards away. No elk for us so far. Some moo cows. I still hear the coyotes every so often, but we're gonna keep blasting. All right, we just got a peek of something over this hill. So we're gonna hike, try and get over where we can get a better look. I just spotted an animal. I'm not telling Brennan what kind of animal. I'm gonna point that direction. He's gonna find it with the binoculars. Look all the way through that field until you can see what it is. Let me know once you find it. It's probably coyote droppings, right? What kind of animal is it?
I think it's like an elk.
You got it. It's an antelope. Guys, we just saw our first elk. It looked like a spike. It's walking through some trees out this way. Gonna try and get it on camera for you. It's not quite in a huntable area. It's still about a mile away, but it's headed that way. We'll see what it does. Okay, guys. That's just a cow. But it is going the right way. I think I saw a spike in front of it. So we're just gonna keep watching.
Just us catching an elk or seeing an elk is so fun. I've never seen an elk ever in my lifetime. Not even through binoculars, not even through a scope. Not even through pictures.
You've seen pictures.
I don't remember.
I understand that these are in the area we can't hunt, but why would we go somewhere else where we don't know if there are elk there when we know there are 3 elk in this little area? We know they're headed the right direction for what we need. Don't leave elk to try and find elk. You've already found them. It's half the battle, you know? These guys were fighting. Gonna try and catch them again. They're just little guys, but we haven't been able to find our elk again. They walked into a patch of trees, and I'm pretty sure they bedded down there. So, truth is, they're on they're outside of the hunting unit that we're allowed to hunt in by about a mile. I just don't think they're going to go that far. They have a couple of water options right here close, so we're probably gonna have to move spots. These guys are fighting pretty timid, though. We're not expecting them to move on to the huntable area, so we're gonna find another place to set up and glass. It's getting a little later, but we have our secret weapon here today. Well, they're not here yet, but they're gonna be here, and I'll introduce you to them. This unit is a really weird mix of BLM land, state trust land, private land, and national forest. And some of that we can hunt, some of that we can't, but as a result, this morning it was fun to see them, but if it wasn't for some of these weird land issues, we'd be out setting up to try and get a shot on that spike. You know, truth is, this is a meat hunt. Our goal is to get the first legal animal that we have a good shot on the ground. And, you know, if it's a choice between two, we might choose the one with bigger horns. But pretty much today, our objective is not have to eat salad.
I slept great last night. I got to look at the stars, and I got to listen to coyotes all night.
That hilltop really is a coyote-infested hilltop. There was poop everywhere. They were yapping all night. This morning, they're just an active bunch of coyotes, and we must have been close to their den because they were loud.
I saw a shed apple. It really looks like a shed apple.
Yeah, false alarm. What you snacking on?
Granola bar. I guess it's granola bar. Did you know 10 plus 10 equals the same thing as 11 plus 11? So 10 plus 10 equals 20, and 11 plus 11 equals 22.
Hey,
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
This is Brendan.
Brendan, how are you?
This is Jack. He's one of our YouTube subscribers.
Howdy.
He saw us struggling to find an elk, and he kind of knows this area, knows how to find elk here, so he let us know we could come out, hang out with him for a day or two, and see if we can't figure this hunt out.
Been seeing some elk out here the last couple of nights that I've been out. I took one in here, about 2 weeks ago today or so.
Yeah.
And so we're seeing them. They're in here. Saw 5 legal animals last night, and hopefully we'll see that many or more tonight.
Cool guy, excited for the help. And I mean, he got one 2 weeks ago. He sent pictures of what he's seen out here. So it's nice to have someone that both knows the area and he's got access. He's gotten permission on some of these private property portions. So between the two of those things, that's going to give us a good shot this trip. Excited to see what we can figure out. I think it's kind of funny. Jack is telling me his wife was wondering what he's doing, going out in the middle of nowhere to meet a random stranger he's never met, which is kind of funny because my wife said the same thing. I'd never thought about it from the other person's perspective. I just assumed it's fine. They kind of know me because they watch the videos. But his wife, who hasn't watched the videos, who has no exposure, it cracked me up a little bit. The color's right, and they're definitely not acting like cows, so. But there are horses in the area. Run after some horses, catch up to the horses, decide they're horses, go get food, come back and get some elk. Waste your time.
Waste 30 minutes.
A little more than that. At least 30 minutes each way.
31 minutes of that.
All right, so we're pretty sure those were horses. It was late in the day for them to be up and about. Something would have bumped them if those were elk, but with the wind calming down and there was some cloud cover that came in, we got a better look at them without the heat waves and looked like horses. So Brennan and I are gonna drive to town. It's about 20 minutes away, find a and try and get some food. Then we'll be back out here in a couple of hours, try and get something on the ground, pack it up, and get back home. These BLTs look bomb.
Yep. You have a giant mouth.
What do you think you got yours for?
My mother. The sandwich is thebomb.com. I don't care what any people say. This is the best restaurant in the world. McDonald's, 2 out of 10 compared to this.
We got some gas station food on the way into town last night. Brendan didn't enjoy it one bit. He's had food,
A tiny bit.
but I think he's a little bit hungry. Is that the best pie you've ever had in
Yes.
your life? At the best restaurant you've ever been to in your life?
Yes. If we catch an elk, I'll be the happiest man in the world. I don't care. I'll glance myself as that.
What you got?
Antelope.
What's he looking at?
Just a few antelope out. We had no luck this morning, had some good food, got a little nap in. We're headed out for our evening hunt. The sun's getting a little lower, so I think in the next half hour to an hour, the elk will definitely be getting out of their beds. Try and find some elk, see if we can get a stalk on some tonight and make this happen. All right, guys, don't know what to tell you. No luck tonight. Did not see a sign of an elk. Neither did Jack or Marsha. And we spent several hours really combing. Same area he saw several last night. So, I'm sorry, yesterday night. So it's just one of those things. You never know what's happening out here. We've seen 2 other hunters. There were quite a few pieces of construction equipment coming through, hauling stuff. So maybe that had something to do with it. We're gonna give it a try in the morning. So we're gonna head up to camp, get some food cooking, get a good night's of sleep, and get back out here first thing, see if they're in these fields in the morning. Jack agreed he has some time, so he'll come out here. A little disappointing, but what do you do?
Let's save our luck till tomorrow because we've been saving our luck the whole time. So we can just catch an elk immediately. There. I hope.
You guys heard it there first.
Yep.
Bon appetit. A little Peaks chicken coconut curry.
So good.
We've got 2 trucks just crawling down the road out here with spotlights, which, if I'm not mistaken, is totally illegal. I know it is in Utah.
I'm not really into compromising much, but it doesn't really feel that way when it's at the hands of true love.
Good morning, guys. It's about 4 a.m. Not quite 4 a.m. I'm gonna head down. Same area we were glassing last night, meeting Jack there. We're gonna try and get behind the fields. We saw 2 other hunters yesterday, and then last night, 2 trucks out spotlighting. Either way, gonna try and get a little bit further away from some of that action. And figured it out this morning. Brennan's still asleep, so I loaded him up in the truck. We're gonna get on the road and get to hunting here. It's 20 minutes before you have any light. I think 50 minutes till shooting light. So plenty of time to get in position. So this is our 3rd and final day of the hunt. So we've got to make this happen. So I mentioned we have a secret weapon out here, and that was Jack. One of the things that gives us the advantage is Jack's been out here scouting. He harvested one 2 weeks ago, but he also has some landowner permission for some of these parcels, and that gives us the ability to navigate to some areas that otherwise would be pretty much landlocked to us. We're going to use that to our advantage today and get back behind some of these fields we were looking at yesterday and see if we can't get into elk. You know, it's not all the property out here. It's just a little step up, but every little bit helps. And for him, it made the difference of him being able to get that elk or not. So just met up with Jack. We're headed back toward this area we were planning on. Just pulled onto private land, locked the gate behind us, and I don't know why. Something about private land makes me super nervous. So it's an advantage. I'm just feeling a little reluctant about it. So, but we're gonna make this happen. And it's officially shooting light, so we are on the hunt. We think we hit one. So we're gonna move up. Wait around it, guys. It wasn't a good shot. And it sucks. So we're gonna do what we can to find this elk. I think he's dead either way. He's just not dead now.
Just like a pile of wood. We got him. I can smell it. We shot the elk, and we are heading towards it right now. I'm so excited. He is chunky.
Such a bad shot. I can't believe it. Successful hunt, Brand. First elk. We got an elk, guys. It's been a long time coming. What are we having for dinner?
Elk, I think.
What are we not having for dinner?
Salad!
What did you just say to me, Brendan?
I just expected the elk's horns to be bigger.
I don't know why Brendan has to shame me like that. We're not even off the property. Appreciate it, man.
Hey,
Great to meet you.
great to meet you. I saw you guys struggling with that elk hunt. I was like, man, that's a tough hunt.
Not today. Is that a deer?